first thing I noticed when this started was how the colors of his clothes match the colors in the building and how that's all tied together. It's very beautifully styled. I just thought the set decoration or the whatever choice of using that building and this dancer with these clothes was fantastic. The second thing I noticed was the music. The music was really interesting, very, very cool. Really brought a lot of thought to the the number and the storytelling. I thought it was really beautifully crafted music. The third thing I noticed is that the first entire half of this piece is done on that stoop, which I was like, wow, are they going to do the whole thing on the stoop? And then he ventures out into New York City, and it's like a love letter to the places he loves, which I loved. But the transition going into that was the journal of his poem of, he dances because he can, and there's all of the reasoning behind why he dances. Just thought that was stunning to have those pages being turned. And then to tie it into the poem at the end in silence was very, very effective.
Joyous. I mean, you see that in the movement, you hear that with the music. It's so bright and airy, and you see this journal open at the end, and it's like, you know, I dance because I feel good, I feel God, I feel it's just this spirit that you it's hard to describe in words, but you can definitely see it in this piece, and it's really moving and really beautiful. Um, and just well put together. I love the different scenes from the porch steps, the stoop, to different scenes across New York. Um, and it's just, to first of all, that was a very clean stoop. Definitely not the West Village, not the point. But it was very, very well done and just really, really well done, really joyous, really just loving of dance and movement and self.
Great use of the city landscape and urban influence and style to explore, but also explode the boundaries of hip hop, of different stances, of basketball, even, and of urban life. I just loved a lot of the camera movements and the aerial shots. I loved the layering and collaging effect near the end, and there's just some really nice, playful, experimental filmmaking there. I felt like such a good tour guide, and also felt like a love letter to dance and exploring a city, a love letter to himself, and a love letter to how dance entwines in his belief system.
This was fresh, just dripping in style. So simple, so effective. Half of it is on the steps there, and it still keeps you engaged the whole time. Then we move in front of. That was a great album. I had that on cassette. Uh, just really feels like a nod to ODB. Then you got Biggie there too. Those are just great choices for locations. I think this was just cool.
Very empowering. For the first part, I loved the title. Something about just being able to say I dance because I can. Uh, it's very unapologetic, and I love it. Uh, Additionally, I love the location and the wardrobe for this one because uh, it further staples that message that anytime, any place, it doesn't matter where you are, you can dance. And I love the empowerment of that message.
Really visually, this was overall really nice to watch. I really liked watching the camera work, the effects, the colors were very vibrant, and the locations were great. And overall, I thought this was a really neat expression, and having the poem at the end, I just wanted to see more.
Kind of some interesting images and dancing here. There's kind of a Brooklyn stoop dance, and then there's sort of a suburban dance. I really liked the music. It seemed like it was a choir doing these kind of weird, sort of off kilter uh, um, uh, harmonies, and the guy dances to it.
It is an affirmation of life. I dance because I can, and the poem at the end sums it up very nicely.